Hello parents, this is Dayna. How do we motivate kids on the spectrum to learn? Kids on the spectrum typically can usually retain their skill once they acquire it. This is important for school environment and how they survive in school. We should try to use their obsession to motivate them to learn, as quote from Dr. Temple Grande. For example, my own child loves maps. He works hard when he's on task so that he can earn his downtime. Looking and drawing maps are his downtime. This is similar to the reinforcement system. So parents have to try and find their strong reinforcement of the child. We love using timer as a gauge for his learning and his break as well. Now, as my child is a visual learner, he likes to look at the timer a lot to know where he is. Sometimes he gets too obsessed with it and keeps staring at it non-stop. We would talk to him first before we actually turn the timer down or phase it away from him. Now, it is important to respect and speak to the child first before we actually action, as turning the timer away might upset the child due to the change on the obsession rigidity. This is also because most kids on the spectrum are visual learners and they like to look at the timer a lot to know how much time they have got left. But because we do not want them to get distracted while they are doing their work or on task, so eventually they actually need to wean off staring at the timer and off the timer and work within a reasonable time that they can gauge themselves. We can flash the timer to show them now and then when we try to wean it off for them to gauge their amount of time left. So gradually it becomes less and less. As a visual learner, if the child also has sensory overloading processing issue, he probably needs the security on being aware of his working time and learning environment. When the child feels that he is in his comfort zone and he is in control of what he's doing, his concentration span would be enhanced. With an understanding on what motivates them, we can gradually increase their working time and concentration span. Now, for example, we need the child to comply to a 10 minutes math work. So we need the 10-minute focus from him. After we got the 10 minutes focus, we can reward a 5 minutes of their obsession. Like I mentioned for my son is downtime on maps. Other child could be tapping a book, playing iPad, etc. And we slowly extend every time and the rate of increment for the reinforcer at a much lower rate. To motivate a child to learn, it has to be planted in them since young about the result they achieve when they work hard. So early intervention is extremely important. My own child becomes very motivated after he grasps the concept of action and consequence. A positive mindset leads to a positive future. This is Dayna from daynalin.com. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the subscribe bell to get the latest video.